So what's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina boy. Hey, catch this game, man. It seems like this internet space, man, they want to pick and choose, man, but it's all good, right? So we got this right here. This not no regular internet type of stuff, homie. Right now, Drakeo the Ruler, cases are it's an open case, homie. I've been saying this since the moment I jump on here and react to it. YG is not involved with this case. Everybody keeps saying YG, YG, YG. Now, I'm pointing out the content that people are actually putting out there, and I'm the one that's debunking it. You see what I'm saying? People are innocent until proven guilty, man. We got to be careful, man, with reaction channels, because the reaction channels get a bad rep for coming and reacting to the bullshit that's already out there. I definitely think AK-47 was wrong for what he did. He put out people's pictures, accused them. That to me, homie, is distasteful, right? I know a lot of people like, hey, why are you reacting to? Because there's content out there. Why are you looking at it? If you got the people out here that's looking at it, y'all watching these people that y'all don't say nothing about, but when a reaction channel come and react about it, y'all got to understand something, homie. I'm actually saying, hey, listen, prime example, I don't believe Munchie B was trying to throw his partner under the bus, right? I think it was just something that just flew out of his mouth. YG is not involved or in this investigation that we heard of. We're going off of YouTubers' opinions. This is all opinionated based on me, but this is not no regular content right here. Y'all got to understand something. The streets going crazy. The streets is running around like, oh man, YG going to jail. Nah, man, we don't know that. We don't wish that on YG. You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real, man. You know, he did his due diligence for his community. He put a lot of people in position. He helped a lot of people. Now, Flakko is an outsider, right? He's not from California. He's coming into the game. He's blowing up by going against the grain. All right, cool. If y'all not gonna do nothing about it, let that man do what he do. Trap Lord Ross is a dope content creator, but I noticed y'all don't say nothing to Trap Lord Ross. Y'all don't say nothing to certain people like that, right? Because y'all don't want that smoke. But when you get like a content creator like myself or Compton Rick Rock, we get on here and say, nah, that shit ain't cool what these dudes is doing. Y'all want to, oh, well, y'all reacting to it. If somebody don't get on here and debunk that shit, then it's just going to be out there misled like everybody get along with that. Y'all got to check yourselves with all that shit when you see us reacting to it. Y'all know how it is. If it's already out there, we all just consuming the information just like y'all. But y'all not going to say nothing when it's somebody else that's putting this original content out there. That's why I say this shit is rigged, it's bad, and you go get a bad name doing this content shit. But I'm going to say this, right? Anybody that's on here that's advocating for YG to get caught up, you should slap yourself, slap your mama, because she didn't raise you right. Y'all that's fucking with Munchie B, I think that's totally out of line. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. He slipped up. He slipped up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't throw that man under the bus. That man got a family just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? If we go get to this content, I just want to make sure that that's clear, because my job on here is just to react to the content, whether it's good or bad, right or wrong. I don't condone of none of that shit that's going on with a lot of these content creators, you know, pointing the finger and all that shit. And to those gentlemen that got their name threw up under the bus on here, I'm going to tell y'all once again, man, I know that got to be a messed up situation. Wake up and somebody got your face plastered over an accusation that y'all probably didn't even do, man. If them alphabet boys got these people, let them do their freaking job. Let them do their job, bro. You know what I'm saying? But far as a reaction channel, that's why I'm here, to debunk bullshit like that. And we're going to leave it like that, man. Let's get to this content. The title, this is bad. Trap Lord Ross says Poetik Flakko found Drakeo the Ruler's killer. Streets going crazy. Let's get to the content. Flakko. Hey, like I said, man, hey, if these niggas ain't going to do nothing to you about it, man, I ain't going to say nothing to you. But I do think you're wrong for putting that out there. Let's go.
Folks, the mystery around who murdered a legendary LA rapper Drakeo the Ruler might have finally been solved. And look, it's not me solving it this time. They're saying that the guy, Poetik Flakko from No Jumper, might have actually solved the murder of Drakeo the Ruler. He is teasing that he is about to expose the people responsible, and it has caused a civil war over at the No Jumper podcast studio. Now, this is what's been going around. Okay, Flakko would basically announce on his Instagram that he knows, all right, he said that he knows what's going on. He said there's an arrest coming very soon in a famous LA rapper's death. My video dropping once I get the green light to name the #1 suspect. The only reason the arrest hasn't happened yet is because they're building a conspiracy and don't want another famous rapper to flee. I don't want to interfere if the LAPD drag their feet. Another month, I'm dropping the content. Now, this was pretty insane. Okay, there's been a lot of rumors going around on Reddit as to exactly who might have been involved. And there's been a few theories that have been going around, but Flakko hasn't quite pointed the finger at anyone in particular. But this has led to a massive drama on No Jumper. And
my husband had a heart attack and survived, but the life insurance company didn't send flowers. They sent a check for
Munchie B, who is allegedly, you know what I'm saying, he'd be wearing the red bandana. He might have some connections to some of the people that were involved in what went on. He's very, very upset. Okay, so this has been going around No Jumper. They've been talking about this rumor here.
As soon as I seen it, I called him. I talked to him about it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say too much because this don't got nothing to do with me. But what I will say is, you feel me? Everything that he was saying, somebody's going down.
Damn.
Somebody's going down for sure, for sure. He's getting off the streets. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He's talking to police. He know everything that happened. He know what's went on. He know the rumors. He know the facts. He know everything of what happened. And this is just me being an LA native and me having my ear to the streets. It's like he's there. He know what happened. And somebody's going down. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. For sure, for sure. But I told him he shouldn't do it.
I mean, I wouldn't do it either. Like, I feel like this kind of thing, more than anything, is what's going to make it really hard for him to move around in LA. And I know he's like not really in LA anymore, but I mean, what the play he's doing here basically is kind of like the whack and 600 thing, where like they knew that Big U was getting investigated before everybody else did. So they ran mad content about it, which I guess, all right, fair enough. Like, if you figured out that Big U is being investigated, you could talk about it. But like, if you're really like predicting that somebody's going to get arrested, I mean, like they're basically going to treat you like you're the one making it happen, even if that's totally not true.
Yeah,
you kind of are the one making it happen, though, from this.
Basically, and what from what he told me is the police already know who did it, but they just basically don't want nobody else to they want it to be concrete so nobody runs away and all this type of stuff. That's what he told me.
So Flakko has apparently been presenting it, and he's been saying that, look, he needs to get things, you know, straight, and he wants to put it out there. He doesn't want to expose this before the police do. I think that's a very interesting way of looking at it. But unfortunately, this has caused a lot of drama and a lot of back and forth on Reddit. And people are saying that Munchie B, some people are saying that he maybe might have sparked this by, you know, making a few comments on Clubhouse.
And this is my problem, right? Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I look, bro, it's messed up that y'all got Munchie B. All right, he slipped and said some shit he shouldn't have said. By everybody, like, this is what I said. They're going to come talk to him because everybody keep trying to blame this man for what he said. Now, listen, bro, he caused that on his own, but by everybody is trying to blow it up out of proportion, it's going to be the reason why. You see what I'm saying? Now, Flakko do not live in California anymore. He could care less. He came, he saw, he conquered. He wanted to, you know, LA is a place where you come get your notoriety. You come get your, you know, your influence. You know, you get your popularity. And once you get that, you can take it back home to anywhere you at. You made it to No Jumper. You got big. You know, everybody know your name in LA. You're a ghetto gold mine. You see what I'm saying? Shit, I could, man, I was in small cities in different states, and motherfuckers know I'm in Atlanta, man. They all up in, I'm in a comedy club in Atlanta, right? Because I do a lot of comedy clubs and shit all around the country. Niggas knew who I was just in a hole in the wall. So that's why I'm saying, like, this shit is really big, bro. Like, what Flakko did is he went out with a bang, because this right here, he can never show his face. Like, he can't go walking down Crenshaw. He can't even go walking down Melrose. Melrose is 10 minutes away from a lot of these West LA gangs. You know what I'm saying? So it's not cool for him to think. And I know he would never do that shit anyway, but this is the thing, right? We didn't watch for the last 24 hours AK-47. This shows some of these people. I don't know who these people are, where they from, what they actually did. They are actually solving crime and they're becoming detectives. Now, as a reaction channel, you know, a lot of y'all say, oh, y'all niggas a part of this. No, I'm not a part of none of that shit. Just for the record, I'm on here saying that all of this shit is the reason why I say that the internet is bad for business, man. I highly suggest that y'all keep y'all mouth shut and stop talking on here, because you got people like AK-47, Poetik Flakko. These dudes have no problem getting on here saying, call me a snitch. I don't care. I'm gonna investigate. Anytime I hear the word investigate, automatically I get goosebumps, because it's like, nigga, this is an open case. You see what I'm saying? The money is not that serious, bro. And to be honest with you, a lot of these niggas don't even make that type of money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to be doing all this shit. Now look at Reddit. Reddit got Munchie. Munchie B is about to be one of the most famous niggas from Inglewood, because if Reddit get a hold of it, them people, them blogs and all that shit, it is not a joke. He's already on No Jumper. He got his own podcast. He's doing exceptionally well. This is bad for business. You know what I'm saying? He already fighting a case or something like that, I believe, man. Niggas just need to fall back on that shit. Now, if you're a reaction channel, don't point the finger. Debunk shit like this and address the fact that it ain't cool, because, you know, a lot of us come from the street too. Put yourselves in them shoes. Now, I understand content is content, right? But what niggas is doing is absolutely wrong, bro. Now, what he said, he got to handle that shit on his own. But do not be the one that lead the links to the situation that's siding with Flakko and AK-47. Them dudes, they went out the way they went out. They're not gang members. You know what I'm saying? But to gang coaching, they all bad. They all bad. Now, also, Trap Lord Ross is, you know, he in that pot too. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about Trap Lord Ross. They don't know. They like, he got immunity. He might get one of you niggas striked out. But anyway, man, let's get to this content. Just for my channel, man, I just want to make sure I'm clear that I am not cool with anything that these dudes are saying upon, you know, putting innocent people's faces on here, saying that they're the ones that's involved with it. I'm not cool with people saying that YG is the one who actually involved with this shit. Y'all don't know that shit, bro. Let the police figure this shit out. And if they get who they get, man, that's what they got to do. That's it. That's all. I'm not on here advocating who really did all that shit, because listen, nobody is arrested for this case right now, bro. And you know, you got to have some kind of backbone inside you. Like, bro, even if nobody reacted to it and we just all watched it, right? There's going to be people who say, oh, well, you reacting to the content, so you're a part of it. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not cool with this, bro. This is for those gentlemen who pictures got put up yesterday saying that they was involved with this shit. Man, I'm telling y'all, get the fuck up out of here. Don't even risk that shit. Because by people putting y'all names out there, that's going to bring them people come knock at y'all door, bro. Y'all should be glad you got reaction channels out here that get out here and pop that shit. That shit, nigga, I couldn't imagine waking up in the morning and the nigga saying, oh, Nina Boy is the one who had something to do with the nigga. What? Get up out of here, bro. Don't even waste no time, because Flakko, you didn't got the whole city spooked to your ass. You see what I'm saying? Because ain't no nigga got time. Who's gonna go hurt somebody who's being a detective? You go touch him, they go make an effort to go find that nigga. You nigga, this nigga is doing due diligence for the PD. AK-47, he's in Ohio. You niggas better be scared of niggas like that, boy, because these niggas go hide in their closet and do content and pull the whole in it, man. I'm over here shaking down and shit. Oh shit, these niggas, boys, they telling. Shit, let's go.
House that had a few people surprised, let's say. So this went down a few days ago. Munchie B, who obviously is from the Inglewood family, he reps the Inglewood families, you know what I'm saying, the guys that wear red, and you know, there was definitely no love lost between Draco's crew, the Stink team, and, you know, the Inglewood family, especially with, you know, unfortunately a good friend of Munchie B's, Red Bull, losing his life. and Draco being on trial for that. One of Draco's friends actually going down for that murder. And this was an explosive clubhouse back and forth where Munchie B actually basically said that he passes bottles back and forth to the guy that killed Draco, and he knows who it is, and that they're cool and they're good, and that there's really there's no more conversation about what happened. Listen to this.
Don't start dropshipping this year. Here's why. Slow shipping, cheap products, guessing what to sell. That model.
Find it. Listen, the nigga Draco was all on Adam shit, right? Talking about this nigga and all that.
Man,
right?
Draco is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Draco shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Me doing. Hey, dude.
Hold on. You do know I said fuck Draco and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You sound. Hey, bro. Hey, Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro. Bro, the nigga that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up, bro. You sound dumb. Hey, bro, leave.
All right, man. Now, that could be a play, bro. That could be a play. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that was just one of the most outlandish, crazy shit a nigga could say on the internet? Hell yeah, nigga. That you gotta always assume, nigga. These niggas is. Let me tell y'all something. On Instagram, right? Some of you niggas is corny as hell. Some of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you got a bad bitch sending you a friend request on your Instagram, bro, and you a gangbanger, bro, you don't got nothing going on in your life, bro. But then you just think, oh, she think I'm attractive. She see your outfit. You know what I'm saying? Your page is open. She see, nigga, you don't do shit but throw up gang signs in your videos. Nigga wear the same jeans 2 or 3 days. Nigga, that's not no real female. That is the undercover police, whatever. They're watching y'all niggas channel. You niggas think, this is how I believe a lot of people ain't smart. I'm 99% sure that if just say for instance, some millionaire woman who got yachts and boats and jets and shit all in her profile and shit, then you send me a request, I see your page and shit, then you see my channel. What the fuck you want with me? Yeah, ain't no way on God's green earth I'm gonna believe that this is actually who you are. Deception is a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? I know for a fact if you niggas don't pick up what I'm writing down, you niggas will get caught up in the future, especially if you gangbanging, right? Don't think that people are not watching. We're in the media space. This is the metaverse now, right? People can be deception. Catfishing is real. If you got a bad broad sending you a friend request, you don't even got a car. You don't even got nowhere to live. You think she just like what your facial feature look like? And then her profile, this got Gucci, Louis, Saint Laurent, you know what I'm saying? Chanel, all this shit. And she just wants you, my nigga. Get the fuck out of here. And if it's a foreign, I don't care what if she's a foreign chick, my nigga, you better believe that there's probably somebody in law enforcement who said, let me see if this idiot think that a woman like this of this caliber will really want to talk to you. And you niggas accept a friend request. Now they scanning through all your pictures. They're looking for some shit. This is how they catch niggas up, bro. And that's why I'm telling y'all, all of this shit right here, like what Munchie B did, man, I'm pretty sure, he gonna have to, he gotta keep his ear to the street, because now I'm paranoid because all you niggas talking about this shit ain't cool. Now he said this shit on his own. Nobody said this but him. He said this, but at the same time, bro, don't blow this shit up, man. And because if they own them, they own them. But shit, what y'all doing? Y'all like, look what he said. Look what he said. That is not okay, bro. Not cool. But just for the record though, always assume that they watching. You see what I'm saying? Always assume, bro. Man, look, one thing you would never catch me speak on, I never talk about my hood, anything that took place in my hood, none of that shit. I know the rules of engagement to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this game, bro, keep your mouth shut when it comes to your own. You know what I'm saying? And if it's already out here on the internet, shit is already out there. But if you bring it to the internet, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, bro, stop bringing up on. Stop talking about LA shit you don't know nothing about.
So he said the dude that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. Now this is pretty crazy. That he would want to say that. Okay, people saying, you know, in a weird way, he has some form of respect/hatred thing for Draco because he's never dissed Ralphie by name once, who's Draco's brother. He said he hates him so much he keeps calling him Draco's brother. Said if something would have happened to Munchie, the Stink Team would have popped it on the rest of their albums. People saying, I don't know why Ralphie ain't been pressed play, but people saying that silence after he said he'd be passing the bottle with the killer did get silent. And bro wasn't lying, the homie alive and well, and he's not even from the set. Okay, that's what they're saying. Now, there's a lot of very interesting comments that are going around about this situation. So once, once that kind of hit Reddit, that's what led to this. People are saying all that dry snitching from Munchie B going to get Draco's killer locked up. So people are saying that really it was, some people believe that Munchie saying that triggered Poetik Flakko to look into the situation more and post this. And then, you know, I personally don't feel like you can blame Munchie or you can blame Flakko. At the end of the day, this is a high-profile murder that happened at a festival in Los Angeles, and the police have been trying to solve this for several years now. So it wouldn't surprise me, okay? But people saying Whack 100 letting Flakko know all the info. People saying it reads like Whack told him exactly what to post. They're saying Whack, Flakko, Trap La Ross, 1090 Jaleese all got a rat group chat. They sharing everything. That's cap. That's not actually true. I wish it was, but it's not actually true. And I'm really just trying to catch up with all this just as much as you guys. Now, I sent LAPD handling business. Okay. They're saying Whack manages Flakko, Jaleese, 607 Unk, and 600. He's mastered what the popular media publications do as far as social engineering and propagating propaganda. People saying YG is about to do life. Now, I'm going to tell you some of the other rumors that are going around regarding this, and some of basically, you know, some of the rumors about what's actually going on behind the scenes. I'll just keep it real with you guys. I will let you know what's going on. So I've got a few links here that are quite interesting relating to this. I'm not saying that anything of what I'm about to show you is absolutely 100% confirmed true. You know, Flakko has kind of blown this story up on another level, but I'm going to show you a few links from the fallout from this. So, like, first off, people are saying, look, this is the clip that I already showed you where suspect from No Jumper was kind of talking about what Flakko knows. And people saying someone in the comments section knows something. Wouldn't be shocked. Munchie's looking like Brick Baby when the Lil Durk indictment came down and nothing's even happened yet. Now, this is a comment that says Munchie's looking real uncomfortable. And then in the comments it says his homie YG is about to get hit with a Rico. Gloves, the security guard of YG, is going to get charged too for handing out knives. Munchie, his best friend, Baby Dot, will also get charged for being the one who stabbed Draco. And last but not least, a couple of guys from Inglewood Families and Black P-Stones and the Bloodstone Villains will get charged too. Feds are doing a sweep. People saying how...
This is my problem, right? Who said that? They keep saying the dude, Baby Dot. Who told y'all that he had something to do with it, bro? Who told y'all? Who said none of these dudes, all those dudes that AK-40, y'all running with a narrative that's false, bro. Y'all running, and this don't got nothing to do with the, you know, B team, you know what I'm saying, C team, none of that shit. This is just, if y'all do that shit to them, y'all do that shit to me. And if they do that shit to me, they'll do that shit to y'all, bro. All it take is for a narrative to hit and stick, and they gonna run with that shit, bro. I didn't even see Flakko. Flakko never named a certain person, right? He never named anybody. All of that, you know, B dot, whatever the little nigga name is, that shit came from Ohio. That was AK-47. That nigga came, spent the narrative, and he got a big channel, so he did the Chicago shit. He did all that Chicago shit. All them niggas that got caught up in FBG Duck murder, all them niggas went down. He called that arrest and they went to jail, bro. That's why I said, nigga, AK-47 is probably one of the most dangerous people on the internet, because every time he was calling that shit from FBG Duck to Young Dolph to the Mo 3 sector, them niggas went to jail, bro. He got famous off that shit, and he's famous. And he said it loud. I don't care y'all call me a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a nigga say investigate or they all that weird shit, I don't want no problems with him. I'm smart enough to know you can't beat no nigga that's doing an investigation. That means you know, you looking up doc files, police files, you calling in, asking questions. I don't want no smoke with a nigga like that, bro. But it's just messed up that people are blaming whatever the nigga name is. Munchie B homeboy has nothing to do with this shit. what we actually know, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's fucked up. And maybe because, you know, Munchie B said that he, you know, he hang with him, but with a certain individual, that don't mean that was that person, bro. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas just went and looked at some pictures on this page and pointed out somebody. That shit is foul, bro. I don't agree with it. I don't condone it. And, you know, I wish niggas would just fall back from stopping trying to be the police, bro. Let's go.
You know. How do you know it was Baby Dot? People don't know for sure, but these names have been going around on Reddit and in comment sections pretty extensively for days now. It's not really anything new. They're saying, I thought LAPD hated Draco because he beat life twice and he is a two-timer. Okay.
Serious dictation was driving me crazy, so I switched to whisper flow. Here's why I'll never go back.
Interesting. I didn't know that. They're saying Wack got jumped at that concert. No one ever talks about that, though. Yeah, that's who Munchie said he kicked while he was down. And then the people edited the clip to make it sound like Munchie said he kicked Draco while he was down. I don't know if that's true. It says, damn, that's a cold game. If the security was sliding blades to people, the security might have been in on the plot. They're saying in security in LA be gang members. If you ever get into it with one, they'll tell you where they're from. That is kind of true. That's true. LA security are literally gang members 9 out of 10 times. It do be happening. People saying it was YG's personal security who's been with him forever. They snuck knives into the venue for him. Don't know if that's true. But basically saying someone said what that villain feel like as Draco was getting stabbed. The person who killed Draco's allegedly from Villain Bloods. YG's whole camp is Bloods. YG's head of security and homie seen on the video jumping the stink team. Gloves is the name apparently of somebody that was there. It says, the thing is, I know Munchie's going to be connected somehow in a text or something. He knows it's all about to be leaked by Flakko, 1090 Jake, Traplaw, Ross. We know the truth. Now, I don't have any insider info. I'm not leaking anything, but I am reacting to what's going on Reddit, and the Reddit is absolutely on fire. Ever since Flakko posted that, it is absolutely crazy. Okay. People saying, wasn't the dude who did it from Villains. Now, I'm going to show you some other stuff that's going around. Now, Flakko has been taunting Munchie B pretty extensively. He posted this, said, feeling like Draco in 19. Now, he got the AMG. I'm assuming this the GLE Benz Coupe, because that's what Drakeo the Ruler used to drive in 2019. It was a fly car, man. Draco was infamous. Before he had his Rolls-Royce Dawn, you can tell I'm a Draco fan. Before he had the Rolls-Royce Dawn, he had the AMG GLE Benz Coupe. Okay, and so clearly Flakko seems like he's driving a very similar whip. He got the new shape, though. This is definitely a 2025 steering wheel, and he got the Rolex Hulk on. So, you know, Flakko getting money right now. I ain't going to lie. But it said, I ain't from LA or gang related, but you let this dude do too much. The fact he hasn't been slapped or chin checked or anything is crazy. This is a wild, disrespectful post. It says, feeling like Draco in 19, not just because he got the Benz, but because he's causing a lot of troubles for the guys that like the red bandanas. Okay, that's what they'll say. He says he's not in California anymore. Big dog, he's really feeling himself now. All right, I thought he was coming back, man. I thought he was coming back. LA taking L's, letting an outsider talk like he's untouchable. Flexing a C43 is crazy work. I don't know if that's a C43. He Flakko getting money. I don't know what car he's got, but that's the AMG. That's the AMG steering wheel, right? That's the full blown. He got the AMG pack in there, right? Ain't no getting around it. So everybody been talking about who's going to expose this first. They said King AK-47 was live saying he's about to find out who killed Draco and show the proof. He wants to show it before Flakko can expose it. You think he'll figure out? He's been accurate on murder cases like this before. People are saying that Munchie B's about to put the green light on Poetik Flakko. They're saying, look at Munchie's live. He's practically spelling it out for the Inglewood families. Why are you so pressed to get on Flacco's ass? It's like you're spelling it out for him. They're saying Munchie doesn't need to. Flacco's done it to himself. People don't think anything's going to happen to Flakko as a result. They're saying Flakko is doing Wack's dirty work for him. Wack's kind of won the battle with Munchie B. I thought Munchie was smarter than to go onto Clubhouse ranting like that. They're saying Flacco's chilling in a Nebraska mansion, right? Because even if it isn't true, Flacco's popping it from out of state, right? But basically, a lot of people think that this is actually a really, really bad look for the B team, the guys that like wearing red. Now, people are saying, oh, the B team's going down. The feds know the truth. They really like Munchie as a podcaster, but he's making it worse by going live and talking. Like, bro, kick back. All right. You was heartbroken. Mind you, I was heartbroken when Draco died. But yeah, people saying I'm a Draco fan. I'm more Draco fan than a Munchie fan. You know, I was a very big Draco fan when it came to the music. I'm a big fan of Munchie when it comes to the podcast, man. And I feel like this is just very sad. And they're saying, you want these guys to get away with killing one of the most influential West Coast rappers of all time? Shouldn't it be F the criminals who killed this man? You're defending killers. But they're saying he was dissing the dead. He got back the energy he put out into the world. That is actually, you know, that's a point a lot of people have made. Draco was dissing Red Bull from Inglewood families who got killed allegedly by one of his friends. So, you know, Draco was definitely deep in the field. He was definitely deep in the gang politics. And that is what was going on, unfortunately. Okay, so look, there's some more stuff about this going around. Now, look, before I show you the rumors about who actually did what, I think what would be best is if I showed you some of Munchie's response, okay? Because in response to this, okay, we basically saw Munchie B doing a live stream and directly attacking Flakko. Now, Munchie kind of brought up a few things that have been associated with Flakko in the past that, you know, there's rumors that Flacco's brother had a serious case. A lot of people have tried to say that it was Flakko, even though kind of, you know, it's been debunked. Munchie did kind of mention that, but he basically was throwing anything he could at Flakko. He was clearly very upset about what had been said. So here's what was said.
All right, go with the first clip. Let's laugh at this. Go ahead.
Something that you should be. Yes, you did. You sat on stage of the show and you.
This woman in Kansas City searched her name and found $6.1 million in unclaimed money. Like, what?
Wait, you don't know about. You said, I got the most bitches. Bro, you can't do this fake confidence thing. It doesn't work. And it's the same thing with you saying you're an Olympic athlete. It's like, if it's clearly a joke, whatever. But when you say it and act like you are serious, it's cringeworthy. The audience gets it. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you saying this?
Isn't that part of like the whole persona though?
But I'm saying,
like,
but sometimes it feels like a real thing. Like he really thinks this.
But like it's like Kanye right now with being delusional about whatever it is. Isn't that like why people fuck with him?
But Kanye did it. He became a billionaire. He became like, granted, now he's fucking it up. But like Kanye, if Kanye wants to say, "Look at all the bitches I've fucked," okay, we get it. We know.
No,
you don't get to say that.
No. Right, but wait, but like. We seen a very impactful documentary where Kanye was in Def Jam office telling people, "Yo,
we're going to change the subject."
No.
He's trying to hit it.
Oh, okay. You're saying where he believed himself early on,
right? So Kanye was telling people, "Yo, I'm the greatest artist ever," when he was only making beats, right? So I feel like people like look at me and say, "Yo, bro, like, why do you have so much confidence in what you do?" Bro, like I truly believe, because again, bro, like it was only like I truly believe, bro, that if I put my mind to it, I can be, you know, like one of the, you know, like a top athlete.
But
right?
that is different than actually doing it. The whole thing. A lot of people have the capacity to be a top athlete. He could probably be, you know, you could be a professional bodybuilder if you wanted to.
So look, Munchie was basically reacting to like old clips of Flakko kind of embarrassing himself on the pod, right? Talking himself up maybe beyond what was necessary at the time in his career. Now I believe in Flakko. I feel like he's a great broadcaster, great journalist, great YouTuber. But, you know, he was popping his stuff early and a lot of people weren't really buying it. Now, Munchie would basically use that as an attack vector to kind of make fun of Flakko and to put him down.
This dude had a girlfriend that he spent a lot of money on, thousands. This man's in California. This girl's in like North Dakota or something. He said he met her in college. They never had intercourse ever. I said, why? He said, because some type of religious belief. He said she's a virgin and this and this and that. And, you know, he want to go to school to learn how to be a dad, some stupid shit. But he dishing out all this money. And then alarm went off in my head because Valentine's Day came around. I said, damn, bro, you ain't gonna fly your girl out here? It's Valentine's Day. Oh, no. I said, man, this fool's getting played.
So look, he would kind of drag up these old things about Flakko, and he would talk about this thing to do with his brother. I'm not really going to give too much airtime to this. I mean, there's like a whole 10-minute segment here that I'm not going to look at the whole thing. But you know, Munchie kind of brought up some of the disrespectful, you know, stuff that's been brought up about Flakko before, and about his brother, and about his family, and the case that was involved in there.
What? Oh, we go with family. And y'all, please log in with the super chats. I'm gonna knock him out at the end. But this freaky frog is foul. And Frederick Jolly got the nerve to be worried about what's going on with people's cases, and his brother is a freaking fraud. I want to know what's going on at Thanksgiving. When you call in and you go home, and you embrace your brother, and he's a freaking fraud. But however, all right, let's get it going.
Detective Sector read Jala his rights and asked him if he understood those rights. Detective Sector informed Jala that there was a complaint against him made by SA.
Okay, Paul.
So anyway, all right, Munchie was on the warpath. Okay, let's just put it that way. All right, Munchie was on the warpath. Now, interestingly enough, okay, Flakko has been popping up on the Back on Fig platform, which is basically the direct rivals of No Jumper. You know, they were former hosts of No Jumper. They ended up going their own way. They ended up in a vicious beef with Adam and all of that kind of stuff. And weirdly, and it's kind of surprised me, okay, but you know, there's apparently good business reasons for it. But I was surprised, why is Flakko popping up on the Back on Fig platform? But he would pop up and he would, you know, talk a little bit more about some of his claims and some of what he's actually planning to expose.
Man,
I saw you post some stuff, bro. That's stirring shit up, man. So you're saying your story said you have information, right, about someone's murder,
and
someone's pending arrest.
Yes. Yeah,
man. You're not prepared to share any names, let anybody know what. Are you still gathering information, or you got everything signed, delivered?
I feel like everybody already knows, but reason why I'm gonna kind of save it, I'm dropping a video probably Friday where I'm gonna walk through it. Now, here's the thing, okay? I've been hinting towards this, I think, since December, right? I've been hinting towards, there's a RICO coming, all right? Is going to involve some people that we love. You feel me? Now, everybody was like, oh, it's talking about, like a no jumper employee. No, I'm not saying a no jumper employee, right, is going to get arrested. I'm saying there's a RICO coming of somebody that we love who's associated with what we got going on. All right. Now, this death that I'm talking about is something that is probably one of the greatest unsolved mysteries, I feel like, in LA history. And the reason why I believe that this person's death has not resulted in any arrest is because LAPD don't like him, right? Like LAPD, when they were alive, found every reason to fuck with this person. When he was innocent, they came and tried to fuck with him. All right. So because, he kind of defeated LAPD, right? He defeated LAPD. They don't fuck with him. So they're not really incentivized to solve his death. But what I was told was, the real reason why they haven't made and arrested is because, one, there's really no rush. There's really no rush to do it. They kind of already have who they have in place already. And they're building something bigger, right? This was a conspiracy with dozens of people, all right? And there's a lot of names that need to come in. And, they want one big fish. The one big fish they care about, I was told they don't really have enough on him right now to really bring him in. But that one big fish, man, hey, bro, if I'm you, man, don't do the Lil Durk path, man. How Lil Durk waited until his homies got booked to then try to catch a flight to Dubai, but the feds said, nigga, come in, bro. All right, we ain't arrested you yet, but we're not letting you go to no Dubai. And they arrested Durk, and they got a criminal complaint to put Lil Durk in jail.
So look, he's hinting towards the fact that, I believe he's hinting towards the fact that the rapper YG is the big fish that they want to try and, build into this conspiracy. There's been a lot of rumors about his friends being involved in this murder. We don't know if that's true yet. Now, interestingly enough, last year in August of 2025, Drakeo the Ruler's father would actually appear on No Jumper, and he would state his belief that there would be significant arrests in his son's murder case very soon.
Last interview, somebody hit me up and said that you were being intentionally cryptic and almost suggesting that you feel like there will be arrests.
Oh yeah, because I'm a dad. I can feel it in my spirit. It's finna happen really soon.
Really?
It's gonna.
But you haven't had conversations with people about specific details that might suggest that?
I mean, by me being a very, very popular person who I am in the streets and stuff like that.
I'm sure people would love to tell you some shit.
They come up to me and they have these conversations. Like I say, I ain't come here to drop no names, but I'm just a triple OG spitting some game. But I would tell you though, I know,
Yeah, because really it just takes one person facing a super serious charge where them snitching on that situation might get them some leniency. And when you talk about this, it seems like it could be, dozens of people involved in conspiracy. So it's pretty easy to imagine somebody deciding to talk about it at some point.
A lot of them up there knew what was going down. Everybody ain't just.
Man, look, everybody saying, mind you, this case is everybody being trying to accuse certain people behind this shit, right? But it's the cold thing about it. By Flakko saying what he said, looks bad, right? Flakko is not from LA, right? Then, Trap Lord Ross did the Drakeo and YG beef, right? This is around the time where people was trying to, have their conspiracies and point the finger. AK-47 came out with some random nigga named B. Dot that be with Munchie B. Nobody got no proof of that shit, right? Ain't nobody calling out AK-47 for pointing their finger. All you niggas from the West Coast ain't said shit to AK-47. A lot of y'all niggas know who AK-47 is. He the one that covers all the Chicago murder trials. The young Mo 3, He covered the Dolph. Now he doing the Drakeo the Ruler shit. Ain't nobody said nothing about that, right? But then when y'all get these reaction channels, get on here and say, nigga, this shit ain't cool. This shit is foul. And y'all niggas need to be worried because, nigga, hey, because all it takes is for a nigga to pull y'all niggas jacket and put y'all on his hit list and blow this stuff up on the internet, bro. I honestly believe that Flakko don't know what the hell he talking about. I think it's a play. He never said a name. You see what I'm saying? And he only thing he gave us is what we already seen on the internet. We knew that Draco and YG beef was already public, right? You heard what YG said about him. You heard what Draco said. That was just hearsay. That's just rap shit, right? But what's going on now is that the internet is starting to pick and choose who's on whose side. As a content creator, as a reaction channel, I'm telling y'all right now, bro, this is all just a narrative. Because if he really knew, it would have went way more bigger. He said he was gonna drop it by Friday, right? If it's not dropped by this Friday, just let y'all know that this shit been a play. This could have been a whole play to get y'all to throw out speculations, right? Throw out random names and all that crazy shit. So if that shit happened, y'all need to start unfollowing these niggas that's advocating that, you know, people. That's why I don't put out content, nigga. I just react to it because for me, I really feel like the gentleman that B Dot and all that shit, these niggas had nothing to do with this shit. They're not podcasters. They don't do interviews. And it's just so fucked up because I'm like, damn, nigga, just imagine waking up and somebody saying, oh, nigga, you a suspect in a murder. You ain't never even talked to that nigga, never even shook hands with him, never even been in his presence. And y'all put that shit out there. This shit is all the way wrong, bro. But the internet don't care about that. Let me tell y'all something. The internet care about drama and controversy. I try to talk positivity on this bitch every day. And I promise you, I don't even get it's 252 people in here. I ain't even tell nobody to hit the likes today because I'm pretty sure it's like 10 likes for sure in this motherfucker, right? But this is the thing. Drama sells on the internet. And it's not about who's trying to make the most money. It's just we're influenced by drama. You know what I'm saying? And be honest with you, a lot of this shit is trauma bonding. We niggas trauma bond through the internet too. We love to see people go through drama. We love the trauma. We love the toxicity. We love that shit. But putting people names out here involved in the murder, bro, I'm not standing for it, bro. I really think that's just distasteful and it's fucked up. You see what I'm saying? The other man who had the dreads and shit looked like he got a missing tooth, snagging tooth and shit. His name, his picture, YG managers brought in this shit. All of that shit is foul, bro. It's wrong. And I'm probably the only nigga that's standing against that shit. I'm reacting to it because it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong, bro. To put a nigga picture out there, the police ain't even put it out there. You see what I'm saying? Now, Flakko never gave a name. AK-47 gave a name. I ain't seen that nigga name pop up not once in this motherfucking West Coast rim. Ain't nobody calling that nigga out. He already said, I don't care if y'all call me a snitch. None of you niggas said nothing disrespectful to him, but I'm seeing blogs of niggas talking shit about reaction channels. You niggas is reacting to it. That shit is crazy to me. The whole time I've been reacting, I've been telling y'all niggas that these niggas is foul, this shit is wrong, and this ain't acceptable. Let's go.
In the dressing room. Everybody ain't just in the back.
Definitely. So look, I'll show you some of the theories going around on Reddit. All right. I didn't come up with this. I didn't do the research. I'm just going to show you what's said on Reddit. And this is what people believe Flakko is talking about in his video. Okay. This is what it is. All right. This has been going around on Reddit and it has attracted, 13 comments. It's got some upvotes. People are saying that these are the people who should be worried. Okay. They're saying this is a guy called Gloves from BPS, who in this Redditor, OK Coach 3303 is suggesting Flakko was alluding to this is the person who might be rapping YG in a RICO case. And basically saying that, YG had, this is just what somebody on Reddit is saying, right? This isn't substantiated, but the Redditors and the rumors are saying that this is the person that was basically handing out blades to several gang members backstage at that show. People are saying YG had him do it. I don't see any proof of that, but they're basically saying that this is Gloves and this is YG's kind of head of security who be protecting him, right? Clearly doing a very good job of protecting him, right? But people are saying the information's not right. They're saying Gloves ain't from BPS. They're saying Gloves from Bloodstone Villains. They're saying that this is a police type post, okay? People saying it looks like everybody knows what happens now. Everyone is saying what...
All right, Chad, that's my time, man. We got to get up out of here. Like, hype, and subscribe. I'm going to see y'all on the next video, man. We got to get up out of here. Let's get it. Let's go.